I keep wanting to say the day in the housewife of a life of a mother. Hello friends, and welcome back to my home. If you are new here, my name is Kristina, and I run this channel because I want to live a practical and sustainable vintage lifestyle. And today we are going to go through the house cleaning routine that literally has changed my life. Now, some of you might think that sounds a little bit dramatic, but let me explain. About 3 years ago, I did a video called A Day in the Life of a 1950s Housewife and Mother, where I went through a 1950s routine that I had gleaned from a few of the cleaning routine books that I own. I wanted to see if I could keep up a routine like a 1950s housewife might with little children at home. I noticed a huge change in where my starting point is now as I start cleaning my house versus where it was when I did that video, versus where it was even 2 or 3 months ago. A lot of you might not know that we live in a very small home. We have about 1,000 square feet of livable space. One of the reasons my house looks so full, it is not a house made for 7 people. It's a house made for 2 or 3 people. We don't have any storage, so a lot of the time our stuff is just on display and it looks terrible, and I don't like it either. With all of that said, as I was filming this video, I just had an epiphany of how much my life has changed and how much our home has changed and how much my viewpoint of my belongings has changed since I made that original 1950s cleaning video in this house. This is the 1940s cleaning routine from America's Housekeeping book. It also includes some daily routine things that we are going to go through. If you would like the cleaning routine from this book or any of the other ones that I have done here on my channel and on into the future as I do more cleaning routines, I am going to be working on setting up a website where I have typed out the routines, I have typed out all of the extras, I have formatted it so that it will be available for viewing in your browser or for printing. And if you would like to go down into the description, there will be a link there where you can find it. I have it set as donations only, so if you don't have the money to like donate to get this routine, you don't have to. You can put in $0. But if you would like to donate a little bit towards the work that I have done to put these up for you, you can do that too. So it'll all be down in the description. I get asked so much where these routines are, if I have them typed out, if I have them printable, if they're available somewhere, so I'm finally doing that. I think you're really gonna like this one because this is the first time anything is said in the routine about taking rest and caring for yourself, so let's get into it. If you want the America's Housekeeping book for free, there is a version of it on Internet Archive, so you can access all of it. The cleaning routine schedule is on page 12, and then the beginning specific cleaning that I do, like the order of work for every room, starts on page 230. So if you want to like actually physically read the book, you can find it for free on Internet Archive. But if you want my personalized cleaning routine that I'm going to be following in this specific video, as well as what I actually carry in my cleaning basket that's based on the book, but it's like personalized to the modern day housekeeper, that will all be on my Ko-Fi and my shop page, which I will link down below, and you can get it for a donation, whether it's $0, whether it's however much you want to put in to download and print it, you can. We started in the living room, and so the first thing you're going to do is pick up and replace small articles belonging to the room. In my case, it's just baby toys, and this is the thing that I noticed about my living room versus the video that I did 3 years ago is how much cleaner it is. Holy cow. I do have laundry on the couch that I never got to, but it is not technically laundry day when I filmed this. So anyhow, then you're going to gather up and take out articles that belong to other rooms. In my case, there was just one coffee cup and that was it. And collect the trash in a wastebasket. Then you will carry that out and bring in your cleaning equipment, such as a broom, a vacuum, a carpet sweeper, whatever have you. And if it is seasonal, clean out the fireplace and lay a fire and sweep the hearth. I didn't clean out the fireplace, but I did lay a fire because it has been like 15 degrees Fahrenheit here, so it's quite cold, so we definitely needed a fire. Then you are going to dust all of the high objects if necessary. We don't really have much to dust in here, and I kind of forgot about dusting because I was distracted. And then brush the upholstery if necessary, straighten up the covers, plump up the pillows, dust all of the furniture and low objects if necessary, and then vacuum, sweep the floor, straighten the drapes, and etc. I think it's really interesting how you literally clean top to bottom. There's also weekly care tasks in this cleaning book, and I will put a short list of them, as well as the seasonal jobs in the PDF that I'm going to make available for printing. Alright, before we get further into this routine, I want to talk about the sponsor of today's video, who is Ritual. Ritual is a subscription-based service. They have daily vitamins for men and women, but they also offer vitamins for over 50, supplements for postnatal health, a symbiotic option, protein, and vitamins for teens. Personally, I am trying out their postnatal vitamins because as a mom of 5, I know that the postpartum period can be one of the roughest times on your body, and you need all of the support you can get, especially internally. One of the things that I especially enjoy as someone who doesn't really enjoy swallowing pills is the fact that Ritual's postnatal vitamins are minty. They are fresh, and it somehow makes it so much easier to swallow with that added flavor of mint. How much easier could they make it? They are literally delivering it to your door so that you can kickstart good habits in the new year and give your body the support that it needs with essential nutrients no matter your stage of life. So check out the link down below if this is something that you are needing in your life, and use WLK40 for 40% off of your first month. Thank you so much to Ritual for sponsoring this portion of the video, and let's get back into it. The order of work for the dining room is very, very similar to the living room. You are going to open up windows and then clear the breakfast dishes, because this is meant to be done after breakfast. And I find it interesting that you actually go and clean the living room before you clear the table from breakfast. You don't just immediately clear the breakfast table. So clear the breakfast dishes from the table. Pick up and replace all the small articles belonging to the room. Gather up and take out all the things that belong to different room. Gather the trash in a wastebasket, and then bring in your cleaning equipment. In my case, I decided to tidy up my working desk. We just kind of rearranged our living room a little bit because we're getting ready to add a bedroom for our oldest son. So my desk is now in here, and I actually really love the way that it looks. But here you can see I am carrying out everything that doesn't belong in this room, and the cat is following me. Next, you are going to dust all of the high objects, and like I said, it's top to bottom. This is where I really noticed that it literally means cleaning the room top to bottom, because it always starts with dusting the high objects. And in this room, it is, the mirror and the picture frames, and there you can see my cleaning basket. I dusted the fan, which, if I'm honest, I forget to dust this fan all the time, and it picks up so much dirt because of our fireplace. We have a wood-heated home, and oh my goodness, it gets so dirty, and I forget to dust it all the time. I joked to my mother-in-law while she was here that doing cleaning routines like this gets me to do the things that I always forget that I'm supposed to do. I grew up in a house where I don't remember my mom dusting that much. Maybe she did and I just didn't pay attention. But back to the routine. Dust the high objects, brush the upholstery if any, dust all the furniture and low objects, treat stains or blemishes, clean the floors with a vacuum or carpet sweeper if you have any carpets in there, and then straighten all of the draperies and curtains and shades and etc. In my case, I am dusting this buffet. I cleaned the mirror because we have a mirror in there to make it feel a little bit bigger. And then I am dusting over in the corner and my grandma's buffet, which I think is probably from the 60s or the 70s. If anybody knows what era this buffet is from, please let me know, because I have no idea. My grandma has long since passed away and I don't really know how old it is, but I really, really love it. The windows are so unique, and I have literally never cleaned these windows. So it was long overdue. They actually don't get that dirty. But this is my straightening of the room, so to speak. And then finally, I am cleaning the floors, sweeping. I keep saying this, but every time I look back at my older video, I'm just amazed at the difference. And I think this is a good encouragement for anyone who feels like they're not getting anywhere. It literally took me 3 years to get to a place where I am now. Even 2 or 3 months ago, when I put out my 100-year-old cleaning routine, my house was not as clean as it is now, and I just want that to be encouragement to you that success is not linear, and that sometimes you will go through bumps before you really hit your stride. And if you are neurodivergent like me, you will probably take a lot longer to hit the goals that you've set for yourself. But they will happen. They will happen, and I am a testament to it. And you go back and watch the original 1950s cleaning video, you will see just how much I have come. But let's move on to the kitchen. I did my rooms a little bit backwards because I did not film anything in the bathroom because we are currently remodeling it a little bit. We're just redoing the wallpaper and painting and all of that. So it's kind of just a mess that I can't really tidy, if you know what I mean. So I actually did the kitchen next. Order of work for cleaning the kitchen is that you will open the windows. This is the same in every single room. Then you will rinse and stack the dishes and pots and pans, which you already saw me do. And then you will collect all the refuse, put it in the garbage can, check and reorganize foods, and put away. So I thought that was interesting that you check your food pretty much every day. Wipe off the top of the refrigerator and all of the work surfaces in need of cleaning. Again, this is something that I rarely do. I rarely look at the top of my refrigerator, and it desperately needed this cleaning. So I really do need to pull out this routine more often. There's always room for improvement, but then you are going to clean the work surfaces, like I said. Wipe off the surface of the oven range, whatever you want to call it. And then lastly, wash the dishes. After you have washed the dishes, you will dry all your damp work surfaces and then dust the radiator or register if you have one. Take out the garbage, which I didn't do because my husband had done it before I started this video. Clean the sink, rinse the dishcloth, and hang outdoors if possible. Collect all soiled towels and wash them, and hang fresh towels. And like I said, there is weekly care things for most of the rooms of the house, so I will put those in the PDF that I'm going to make available. So I did decide to follow a little bit of the daily routine in that I did some laundry on this day, and so here I am filling and changing over my laundry and also petting the cat because he seems to just show up wherever I am. And he's a lovely cat and I love him very much. But as you will see when you download the recipe, the PDF, the laundry is started in the morning and then you continue to do it in the afternoon. And then before I moved on to the bedroom, I decided to take a little break. And I'll tell you a secret right here. I actually filmed this on 2 different days because I didn't start the routine until the afternoon. And so I had to kind of film a few bits the next day because My mother-in-law was helping me watch the kids, but the way that it turned out, she didn't get there till much later than she thought she would, so we just didn't start in time to get everything done. But anyway, in the skeleton housework schedule for weekdays, in the late afternoon it says to rest, relax, do your correspondence, do your reading, personal care, and etc. before dinner. And I think this is the first routine I found in my eras of cleaning books where it actually schedules time to just sit and relax. So here I am, writing out a recipe menu from my wartime rations cookbook that I will be doing at some point. And then I decided to sit and relax and start a new book. I'm reading Mr. Rochester. I'm reading Mr. Rochester by Sarah Shoemaker, and I would love to know if anybody of you have read it. I didn't read very much because the baby was actually napping on the bed during this portion of filming, and he woke up. But we were going to move on to the bedroom. The order of work, as with all of the other rooms, open the windows top and bottom for free circulation of air. This should be done before breakfast by the person occupying the room. This is actually something that I have added into my daily routine because I read that people get sicker in the winter because they are breathing recirculated air. So you're just like rebreathing the air that other people have expelled. And people don't have as good of air circulation in their houses in the winter because your windows are shut. A lot of people don't run their air during the day in the winter, and so you get sicker in the winter, not because there are more viruses, but because your air is not as good. So I've been opening my windows in the morning, and I think it makes a difference. But the order of work: throw back the bed covers, including the top sheet, which you saw was already done. Pick up and replace small articles belonging to the room, such as books, bedroom slippers, etc. In my case, I decided to clear off the dresser because I didn't really have a lot to pick up off the floor. Once again, improvements in my cleaning routines. Gather up and take out articles belonging to other rooms. I didn't have any. Carry out all the articles belonging to elsewhere, and then bring in your cleaning equipment, which I already did because I am dusting. I dusted the dresser, which is something I don't do that often. I cleaned the mirror. I decided to tidy up my side table and change out the books because I finished a few of the books that are by my bedroom. I'm dusting the lamp, which is something that I don't do often, but there were a lot of little spider webs. Dust the radiator covers and brush upholstery, straighten covers, plump up pillows, etc., etc. Here you can see I am adding a little 1950s Valentine display that I thrifted recently because I thought my husband's dresser just needed something extra, and it's getting close to Valentine's Day. And finally, I'm making the bed, and I actually needed to strip the sheets and wash them. So I find making the bed to be one of my favorite parts of bedroom care, I think. I just really love, seeing a tidy bed. It is my favorite thing to do in the bedroom, and I especially love some nice crisp white sheets. So here I am changing out the bedding. I decided to replace our bedding slightly. We had a really big puffy summer quilt on there, but I wanted a little bit more of a plastic look, so I added a new set of sheets and then our regular nice warm cozy fuzzy gray blanket, and then I decided to pull out one of my vintage chenille blankets that I cannot remember where I got this beauty, but I really, really love this blanket, and I think I potentially bought it off of eBay, but it is a 1950s chenille, and I really hope to someday find some matching pillowcases. I currently don't have matching pillowcases for this pretty little blanket, but someday maybe I will find them on eBay or while thrifting or something. But here you can see I'm at least picking some pink pillowcases for our display pillows so that it sort of all goes together. And then I am adding in our accent pillows, and the bed is done. And then I forgot I also added a quilt from that my friend Natalie made me. It is beautiful. It has strawberries on it. I am always in awe of this, but I always find myself needing an extra blanket at night during the winter, so I like to have one on the end of the bed. But after this, after making the bed and dusting all of the objects that you have dusted, you are going to clean the floor. And here, as you can see, I'm also straightening out curtains, which is another part of the routine. And then I sometimes will sweep this carpet, sometimes will vacuum the carpet. I actually had just vacuumed this carpet 2 days ago, and I really do need to clean it every day because it picks up so much dirt off of our feet, and I can never believe like how much comes off of it even after 1 day of not cleaning it. So that is the routine done. And oh, I also cleaned the mirror as per usual. But a baby is calling me, and it's perfect timing because that is the end of the routine. So that was it. That was the 1940s cleaning routine. I would love to know your thoughts on this routine, if it's something that you would do. I absolutely love America's Housekeeping book, but I know that it can be pretty expensive online now. I was very lucky when I got my copy. I think it was under $50, and now they're harder to find. But I do find all of my cleaning routines just on Etsy, eBay, thrift books. A lot of like secondhand websites is where I find them. I kind of just look for cleaning routines to do. But yeah, that was the 40s routine, and as a reminder, if you want this routine, there is a link down in my description that you can go to download the routine for a donation or for $0. But that is it. That is it for this video. I would love to know your thoughts. I would love to know if you have noticed how my house has changed over the years. I was really surprised when I looked back at the footage and realized just how far I've come. Thank you again to Ritual for sponsoring a portion of this video. If you would like to check out the description, don't forget you can get 40% off using my code WLK40. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that wherever you are feeling safe and loved. And until I see you again, have a beautiful day, and thank you for watching. Bye!